Call that a sword, flat skin. You know what? We're doing the best we can, okay? Not easy. Just because you're like a trained guard for town and we're literally nobodies. Alright, well, welcome ladies and gents to a game called Kenshi. I'm pretty sure you're probably familiar with it if you found this video. Like the little disclaimer said, this is by no means like some pro strat loving thing. It's just more some dude trying to stumble his way through the game. This story is going to pretty much follow Lekko here. I assume that's how her name's pronounced. It's randomly generated, so that's fun. But it's going to follow her and her little band of merry friends down here who, before I decided, I should record something, I got into a big fight, and, well, no one's doing too hot, except for her, of course, because she's ranged and ranging a hit, blah, 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 blah. But I think there's going to be a playthrough. It's not going to be like an optimized playthrough to, you know, be the most, I don't know, efficient playthrough. But it is going to be kind of a role play, if you will. So this is going to be kind of like a series I want to do, following Lekko and her little band of misfits, essentially. So I figured what this episode is going to be about, the first episode, the episode that no one will see, probably ever. But I just kind of wanted to introduce everyone, kind of explain the lore and backstory of it, and get that set, since this is a game in progress, and you weren't there in the beginning. So, let's go ahead and get everyone over here. We'll all meet, let's all meet up here somewhere, shall we? I'll meet right here. And we'll speed up time so we're not just waiting for them to show up. So the way this is gonna work, or the idea behind this roleplay, is Miss Lekko here is just some random stranger. No one in particular, no one important, that's for sure. And you guys aren't supposed to be doing your jobs. Here, come to me. So, what this is just pretty much a band of misfits. Lekko, being a woman, has picked up other women to be part of her gang. I believe most of the characters here are women. And that's going to be a kind of underlying factor. These guys don't like the Holy Nation too much because they see women as a kind of conduit of sin. So we don't like them very much. We don't mind the Shek, or really the United Cities, too much. We don't like hivers. That's going to be a set thing. Being humans in Shek primarily, they're not too fond of mechanics or anything like that. So in this role play, no hivers. We might go to war. I have the Hyper Expanded thing, so the Hyper Expanded mod. So we might go to war with some of the Hyper tribes in the area. I know Hyper tribes are a fan favorite and everything, but come on now. They have weird stilts they walk around on. It's freaking weird, okay? So this band was started by Lekko. They're not a big mechanics fan. They want to keep as close to, like, you know, biological as they can. They felt, you know, that everything is the way it is now because of technology. So they're not a big fan of it. Though they are kind of hard up for cash. So they will gladly, you know, raid ruins and whatnot and pillage. Well, not pillage them, I guess. There's no one there to really pillage it from. The lovely misfits that they are. They were going to create a home for themselves. They're probably going to create something in the desert, is what I'm feeling. Wait a second, look at all these goats. Pause. Look at the goats. Yeah, how goaty they are. Get the shadows freak out while I look at the goats. What the fuck is that? What are those? That's disgusting. Anywho, I got completely sidetracked there. 1 second. So they're going to build their own city, don't like Hivers, don't like Holy Nation that much. They're not particularly going to go war with the Holy Nation, not yet anyways, because although they don't like women all that much, because once again they're a conduit of sin. They'll still openly trade with them and all that. They just would rather not deal with them. They look down on slavery because they're nobodies and they're not entitled or feel entitled in any way. So that's a good thing, I suppose. So while they're all marching back to show you their base, so you can kind of see where we're at, where we're starting. Or at least the series is starting, I suppose, right? The last thing about them is that they're really honorable. They're not going to attack people when they're down. Like if there's someone crawling and injured, going to try to avoid attacking them. And we're going to be, for the most part, we will openly attack raiders, dust bandits, those kind of people, just bandits in general, and any flora or fauna that tries to attack them. As long as it's a fight they could actually win and not just get slaughtered by like a beak thing or iron spider or something, you know? We got a bone dog. We'll probably have a couple bone dogs. I also kind of want to have squads, because once again, they were going to have a town, so we're going to need a squad to, you know, be at the town, to do farming and all that good stuff. And we're going to have a squad that's like an attack squad, maybe a defense squad. I don't know how many people I can get, you know, because I'm new to the game. Like the title says, Kenshi Newb, don't know anything about the game. Just know, like, the bare basic bones of it, you know? You know? But going on from there, this building right here is our headquarters. Yeah. Okay, I'll miss that, tilde. Alright, as of right now, this is their HQ. They scrounged up some money that they could, selling ore and from scavenging and fighting off bandits. The few bandits they can fight off at the moment. And they rebuilt this place. This is their little headquarters for now until they get their town going. So this is going to be our base of operation. As for mods, as for a full list of mods I'm going to be using as of this right now, I have some of the training mods, like a sparring mat, which looks really stupid, the training dummies, and then a weight bench, which I don't think I've built. I'm open to use training mods that, like, canonically make sense. Like, it's not unthinkable if they can make weapons or they have electricity, that they wouldn't have a sparring mat, or that they wouldn't have a dummy that they would practice on, or a dexterity thing to like train the reflexes, or weights. Like it wouldn't make sense for them to not use iron to make weights, considering that they have electricity. And windmills, for crying out loud. They can do it. They have the capability, I believe they have the technology to make pieces of metal to pick up and down. So in that sense, I'll use mods that like canonically, that makes sense. That makes sense to the world, you know? It's not, like, some of them might be a little game-breaking, and if so, I'll avoid exploiting them too much. But it's not unthinkable to have, you know, or I want ones that aren't unthinkable, so weights, sparring mats, training dummies, dexterity dummy type things, etc. I think they make sense, especially for the idea that these guys are going to be like a band or mercenaries almost. Not mercenaries, they're not for hire. They're just out for themselves. They just want to survive. Place for people to belong, you know, like an anime. The misfit group. This is the anime misfit group right here. And I'm not creative enough to come up with personalities for individual ones, and at some point there's going to be too many for me to do that. So we'll have a personality of the group, but as for individual personalities, maybe not, except for maybe Lekko here, just because she's the main character. And let's face it, she's got to be a little weird because she has the hair from The Grudge. So, is it The Grudge? The Ring? The Grudge? I don't know. The little girl who crawls out of TV. You get the point. And so yeah, that's it. Mods, where they're at now, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it is up for debate, and that's the point of Kenshi, right? It's supposed to be open-ended, you get there the way you get there. And yeah. So what I'm thinking, if we look at the map here, is that they're probably going to set up in this area. Whoa. Set up in kind of this area. We might set up near the Holy Empire. We will not be settling in the fog or anything like that. Kind of want to keep the desert theme to it, so they're probably going to set up in the desert, especially considering we've got the Shek and all that good stuff. They're going to be scavengers. As for prosthetics, saying that they don't like technology too much, they're not a big fan of like the skeletons and all that mess. So if they get dismembered, say they lose an arm or something like that, they will be relegated to the fields to support the band rather than, you know, be fighters, because they only have one arm, they're not good for fighting anymore, but they're not abandoned. We're not just going to feed them to the wolves because they can't fight for us. They can still be of use, they can still contribute to the great empire that will probably never form, because I'm going to be playing kind of like an Iron Man thing, and if one of them die, they're fucking gone. So yeah, so if they all die because I make a mistake, they're dead. Series is over. And I mean, what would be the point of playing Kenshi if, you know, you didn't just let them die? It's the point of the game. Get beat up, die, and the reward is struggling through that and surviving. But that's what we have for now. I kind of have a roadmap before I think that I want to go with it, focus on researching technology and getting stronger, because none of these guys in particular are super crazy powerful. They're all pretty in the beginning here. So, excuse me. As you can see, no one here's super strong. No one's like has crazy high anything except for maybe laboring or athletics. Everything else is low because they're new to this. They're just nobodies. And that's the way it should be. And of course Griffin here, I think he's an ex-sentinel from the Holy Empire? Holy Cities? Holy Nation? Whatever they call it. So homeboy here might have to go at some point, deciding. Once again, they don't particularly hate the Holy Nation. They're not the biggest fans. But he is for hire. They hired him. And so he's with them for now. So to begin with them being nobodies, they're not gonna like go out and raid libraries and take on like big old beast or something, or take down a Leviathan. Their story's gonna have to start a little bit more plain Jane. They're gonna have to go out and fight, build up their toughness, get the shit knocked out of them, and then start to get stronger, be able to defend themselves. So I think the next episode, after, you know, this introduction obviously, is going to be primarily about training them. I think I might do a lot of training off screen, off video, because I don't think it's going to be that exciting to watch them run out, fight, get their asses kicked, get healed, drug back to their base so they can heal, just to start the whole process over again. So I might do that off camera, or maybe do it more organically. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. But I think this whole thing will be fun, and yeah. Probably try to keep the videos, you know, shorter. The guy who kind of inspired me to play this game, and then I started thinking, man, it would be cool to make a role playing this kind of like a let's play. His videos are like an hour long, and I don't know if I'm gonna do an hour long. I'll probably do more cuts rather than just raw gameplay. But we will have to see. I'm gonna let this just kind of play out. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's not like I'm an experienced, like, you know, YouTuber or some shit like that. Making videos is not my prerogative. But I'm playing a game. I don't have anyone to talk to about for it because it's kind of an under the radar game. Like, what? It's one dude who made it. It's like a love project. Like, so it's not exactly the most popular game out there. But I figured I wanted to do something about it and like show it to people. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I can get more people interested in the game, and when Kenshi 2 comes out, it can be even bigger. Because I think this game's unique in the sense that there's no story to it, you know? Oh no. Smuggling check. We've just been standing here for the past, like, day in the game. Like, literally a day, and you're just like, wait a second, they might be smuggling stuff. No, we're not smuggling anything. We're standing here for a photo op. But, yeah. First video's probably gonna suck. Second video's... They're all gonna suck, okay? You're gonna have to, like, accept that. And like I said, I'm not some Kenshi genius. I don't know much about the game. I barely know what any of this means. I barely know that this means that it's healing, okay? So, don't expect any learning from here. Just entertainment and a story to follow along to. And, well... and fuzzy puppies. You can't forget that there's gonna be fuzzy puppies. Look at this puppy. Look at him. I think he's still a puppy, right? Better be. You're hungry. Well, shit. Well, the puppy's not gonna be around long because I'm probably gonna forget to feed it. But we'll just buy another one. Pretend like this one never happened.